Happy Labor Day, everyone. Welcome to Rants Without Pants, which you can watch on shophead.blogspot.com. My name is Adam Shabo. You may know me from the Madison, Milwaukee power pop band The Chappelles, or as a cartoon character talking to Senator Ron Johnson.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm gonna meet David Koch. I am so excited.
Yeah, I don't really give a shit.
That's right, kids. This is a first on Rants Without Pants. We will have an animated segment, a 3-minute short called Johnson Meets Koch. The premise, it's Ron Johnson, our own Wisconsin senator, meeting David Koch, which happened during the Republican National Convention this week. So later on in the episode, that will be a premiere. But first, we're going to be covering the highlights from the Republican National Convention, Wisconsin style. We'll discuss Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker's speech, Paul Ryan's speech, Scott Walker's encounter with MSNBC, and an old man arguing with an empty chair and losing. And then, of course, later on, we will be having the cartoon and how everything ties into Labor Day. So, welcome to a special Labor Day edition of Rants Without Pants. So let's start it off with our own Wisconsin governor's speech at the Republican National Convention.
So Scott Walker's getting a lot of noise.
And you can see here, the crowd is really excited to hear from him. Let's give a listen to what Governor Walker has to say.
After receiving that thunderous applause, then his speech started, and this happened. Walker? Air.
We need someone to turn things around in America.
Holy shit, dude, that was a boring speech. You had him. Then you lost him. Let's follow the Java-meter while Walker is presenting his speech.
More than ever, we need reformers. Leaders who think more about the next generation than just the next election. That's what you get. That's what you get from Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan.
Then the next day, Janesville's own Congressman Paul Ryan accepted the VP nomination. Now, last week on Rants Without Pants, I stated how when Republicans see Paul Ryan, it's like when this guy sees a double rainbow.
Oh my God, oh my God!
Perhaps that wasn't fair. He's just a good-looking guy with a good-looking family.
Oh my God, oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, wow! Woo! Oh my God, look at that.
Here's what I thought I would do. I thought I would play a drinking game during Paul Ryan's speech called Bullshit. And every time he lies, I'd have to take a shot of Korbel. I can't see how anything can go wrong with that.
Especially in Janesville, where we were about to lose a major factory. A lot of guys I went to high school with worked at that GM plant. Right there at that plant, candidate Obama said, "I believe that if our government is there to support you, this plant will be here for another 100 years." That's what he said in 2008. Well, as it turned out, that plant didn't last another year. It is locked up and empty to this day.
What? Wow, that's not even slightly true. The GM plant in Janesville closed during the Bush administration. Obama had nothing to do with it at all. So bullshit. And I say bullshit on behalf of all of the people from Janesville, as well as Wisconsin. Oh shoot, I already...
The first troubling sign came with the stimulus. It was President Obama's first and best shot at fixing the economy, at a time when he got everything he wanted under one-party rule.
Bullshit. He did not get everything he wanted. In fact, economists said the stimulus package needed to be much bigger. And Obama pleaded with Republicans to just give a little bit more money. And they refused to. Because of that, we had a slower economy coming back from the recession. That's what's happening right now. So bullshit.
It cost $831 billion, the largest one-time expenditure ever by our federal government.
Oh, come on, you couldn't even go another sentence without lying? That's not even close to true. World War II is the biggest one-time expenditure, period.
The stimulus was a case of political patronage, corporate welfare, and cronyism at their worst.
Damn it, that is literally the third sentence in a row that you are lying on. The idea that the stimulus package was full of fraud is simply not true and debunked by everyone. It has been debunked by everyone, including a Republican investigation chaired, Darrell Issa. So bullshit.
We got a long, divisive, all-or-nothing attempt to put the federal government in charge of health care.
Yeah, fuck the sick. Screw 'em. USA, USA.
That will come as news to the millions of Americans who will elect Mitt Romney so we can repeal Obamacare.
Fuck preventing people getting cancer. Yeah. Yeah, repeal Obamacare, which is based on Mitt Romney's own state-run healthcare program. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
They needed hundreds of billions more. So they just took it all away from Medicare. $716 billion funneled out of Medicare by President Obama.
Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Anyone knows and is familiar with Medicare knows about the donut holes and what a major pain in the ass it is. What Obama did was fill those donut holes. He did it by reducing what plans pay hospitals and insurance companies. The hospitals agreed to this because of the increase of people that would be on health insurance. Obamacare does not cut away benefits at all. It actually does the opposite. Ryan's own famous budget plan is to completely change Medicare to a voucher program. Here's my coupon. Can I have some health insurance? Because I like it, please. It also raises the age limit to recipients. That will cut your benefits. That is a change. And that will affect you. That's why everyone in his district that's close to Medicare age hates him. Bullshit.
Yet by his own decisions, President Obama has added more debt than any other president before him.
That is the biggest frickin' joke, and I call bullshit. Paul Ryan voted for the biggest of all, that adds up to most of the deficit, which is the Bush tax cuts to the wealthy. He also voted for Medicare D. He also voted for the 2 wars. He also voted for the stimulus package and the auto bailout, which is the right thing to do. But he's hiding away from those 2 votes. Bullshit.
And with a perfect AAA credit rating for the United States, it ends with a downgraded America.
You blame Democrats for that? Bullshit. Standard & Poor's specifically stated that it was because of the Republicans, actually the extreme Tea Party Republicans, that had a problem with voting for a very normal procedural vote on raising the debt ceiling. That was the reason it was downgraded. Look it up. Bullshit. Yes, he's a politician and politicians lie, but usually there's a hint, there's a nugget of truth in it. Believe it or not, there are more lies he said in the speech. But quite frankly, I'm too drunk to go on. There was an encounter with our own governors, Governor Scott Walker with MSNBC, Rachel Maddow, Ed Schultz, and Reverend Al Sharpton. It got a little heated. Here it is.
Governor Walker, it's Rachel Maddow in New York. I appreciate the chance to talk to you about this. I only raised this because you did too, but I don't mean to be a fact checker, but on that Janesville GM plant, isn't it true that that GM plant closed during the Bush administration?
No, it actually, it had 2 rounds of layoffs and ultimately closed down just a few years ago.
To see such a bright spot in the economy being talked about as if things haven't worked out in the auto industry since the bailout is a surprise, Gov.
I'm just pointing out it didn't in Wisconsin and ultimately did in places like Michigan and elsewhere.
That you could guarantee in your economic model that that plant would still be employing and making things today.
No, I
don't think you can.
And the fact of the matter is, well, that's it. You're right, and he made that. If you want to talk over and not let me talk, that's fine. Apparently, that's what you do a lot of. But in the end, Barack Obama is the only one who made a promise about that. No, let me finish.
Okay.
You know what? I think Ed Schultz and Reverend Al Sharpton completely embarrassed themselves. Talking over Walker, talking over themselves to get a word in edgewise. It was pathetic. Rachel Maddow, however, conducted herself beautifully. She asked some tough questions and I think was fairly respectful. So kudos to her, but not kudos to those two. As promised, an old man arguing with a chair and losing.
How do you handle promises that you made when you were running for election, and how do you handle it? I mean, what do you say to people? Do you just I know people were wondering. You don't have. Somebody had a stupid idea of trying terrorists in downtown New York City. I've got to give credit where credit's due. You did overrule that finally. And then I just wondered all these promises, and then I wondered about when what do you want me to tell Romney? I can't tell him to do that. Can't do that to himself.
Watching this Republican convention actually made me sad on how Wisconsin was portrayed. With Paul Ryan, Scott Walker, and Reince Priebus leading the way. It was portrayed as a selfish state, a state that doesn't care about anything but the bottom line. My only hope is that next week, during the Democratic National Convention, Wisconsin will be shown in a better light. Perhaps Russ Feingold could come out and talk about Progressive United. Or Tammy Baldwin having a spot so she can talk about her support of labor. What Obama needs to do. And what every state senator of Wisconsin needs to do. And what every Democratic politician needs to do is to support labor. To push labor as an agenda. Because helping labor is helping middle class. And helping the middle class will build a strong economy. It's that simple. Alright, this is exciting. A 3-minute animation short called Johnson Meets Koch.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm gonna meet David Koch. I am so excited.
Yeah, I don't really give a shit.
Oh my god, like, there he is. Ah, it's you, it's really you. It's really you.
Who are you?
I'm like Senator Ron Johnson from Wisconsin.
How many bills have you sponsored or written?
6.
How many were made into law?
None.
How often do you vote with the Republican Party?
90% of the time.
Good. Well, why don't we sit down and you can tell me about yourself while you give me a handy under the table.
What?
I would like us two to sit down, have a drink, so you can remind me who you are while you give me a handy under the table.
All right.
So tell me about yourself.
Okay, I'm the senator that called the idea of global warming crazy and pure lunacy.
Nope, that's most of the Republican Party, so you're gonna have to narrow that down for me.
I'm the senator that stated the debt ceiling should not be risen, which ultimately lowered the United States bond rating.
Nope, but again, there's so many like you.
Oh, how about this? I'm the senator that killed the Child Victim Act, which would have eliminated the time limits for victims of child sex abuse to sue. I actually testified against this act, stating it would be bad for business. You gotta remember that. You gotta remember.
Impressive, but no.
I'm the senator that promotes China, that loves China, that is aroused by China, that promotes a trade system where companies are rewarded for shipping jobs overseas. To China. I'm that douchebag.
Okay.
You remember me?
No, I'm just done with my handy. You can stop now. Actually, you know what? I think I do remember you. You're the senator from Wisconsin that doesn't have any unique ideas and has done absolutely nothing in the Senate besides regurgitating our talking points that we give you.
Yeah, that's me.
You're the guy that basically hides under your desk, and on an off chance you show your face in public and have a press event, you will kick certain members of the press out for previously asking tough questions.
Fucking Dylan Brogan.
Yeah, we love politicians like you. Gutless, spineless, a goddamn pussy, and well, kinda dickish. That's what this new Republican Party's all about. Now, down to business. This is the money we discussed, and this is my brother Charles. Go give him a blowjob.
Alright, that's all I have for you today. God bless you, God bless Wisconsin, God bless labor, and God bless the United States of America.